As you guys may know, I am the substitute that was recently fired from teaching because of my TikTok. It's honestly so sad how sick the world is that you guys automatically mischaracterize me fully without further comment.
That substitute teacher that was fired on her first day was not ready to step foot in no classroom. Getting told that you look like one of the students is not the compliment that you thought it was.
In the video, the shit was creepy. Like, I can't lie. Like, if I was a parent and I went on social media and seen a teacher recording my child saying, "Damn, shorty," I'ma flip out. No cap. I'ma be mad as hell.
Because that's exactly what it seemed like. Somebody that was there just to be seen and not to make an impact. And then that shorty comment, let's address that. Because if you was talking about a kid that you were recording, you completely crossed the line. She recorded a child's body and then followed up with sheesh. That's not funny. That's not cute. That's disturbing. And then had the nerve to say, let me get out of here before these kids get me in trouble. Nah, you already in trouble the second you hit record. You don't play like that with other people's kids.
Welcome back to the channel. These shenanigans that I see on content, on social media every single day. These content lifestyle people who record everything that they do. Don't matter if they at work, don't matter if they at a funeral, don't matter if they at, anything sensitive, they do not care. They got to get their content. See, a lot of people think that it's about all freedom of speech, but I'm like, it's code of conduct. You sign a code of conduct everywhere you work. You must carry yourself how they want you to carry yourself, all right? But before I talk too much, let's get into this first video.
Who would have ever thought? Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Have a good day. Today was really a breeze. My kids ain't had to do too much, man. To be honest, I let them do whatever they want to do. Yes, I'm that type of teacher. Took me a little lunch break. Yeah, they got it going on at this junk. They stay bound. Okay, then. Damn, shorty. Sheesh. Man, I gotta get up out these school kids trying to take me down, man. Then I look so young. I look like one of them. Appreciate it. You know, my little free time, I had to go out there and give me some little content, little fit check. Really just a chill fit today. Cause y'all know if it was up to me, I would have been rough on the head to toe. Y'all know I ain't lying. But they did have a pep rally and came clutch. And that was the typical day.
Now, this time, I want to break some things down. And I promise you I'm going to get through it very fast. But I see so much red flags in this thing, like, just all over the board. All across the board. Like, come on, man. First, she said new hustle unlocked. All right, new hustle unlocked. All right. Is that a teacher, y'all? Immediately, all the kids is like, hold on, is she a teacher? Which I think it should be. You had some teachers that were small or whatever, and kind of, you'd be like, hold on, they kind of small for that. They could be, but this one is, they're clearly confused. You walked in from the outfit choice. You got a chain on.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Have a good day. Today.
Now, they said you look like a, that was the other teacher saying you look like a student, right? Now let's look at this fit check.
It was really a breeze, my kid.
Imagine this. She coming in constantly recording herself. So she's already set the camera up, then walking in the room just like she's, come on, man. You at school and you are filming your whole work day, like with a chain on, like.
Do too much, man. To be honest.
Fully neck tatted. Now, nothing against tats, but this is just wrong.
I let them do whatever they want to do. Yes, I'm that type of teacher.
You let them do whatever they want. Another red flag.
Took me a little lunch break. Yeah, they got it going on at this junk. They stay bound. Okay, then. Damn.
The kids ain't supposed to have phone, but you constantly got your phone and camera out, filming everything.
I'm short. Sheesh. Man, I got to get up out these school kids.
Now, we know what this look means.
Damn, shorty. Sheesh. Man, I got to get up out.
That was like a 3-second stare. Talking about, sheesh, I got to get out of here before they try to take me down. Now, later in the next video, you're going to see what she was trying to say. What she said it meant, which is complete BS, but we'll get there.
These school kids trying to take me down, man. Then I look so young, I look like one of them. Appreciate it.
I love this look. These be the teachers that follow your content just to report you and get you up out of school. Hey, I love your look. That's like somebody stealing your phone to help you look for it. I knew she was going to be gone. As soon as I seen this video, I said, oh, she's done. As soon as she said, take me down. Oh, my gosh.
You know, my little free time, I had to go out there and give me some little content, little fit check. Really just a chill.
Like, how do you qualify as a sub? Talking like a little fit check, little do that, hit a little breakfast, yeah, hit a little lunch, little lunch. Yeah, they gonna try to take me down. Oh, look at Shawty, this, that, man. Come on, you're not no teacher, no substitute teacher. Now, let's go ahead and look at some of these comments, cause man, Mind you, she is known as the Studstitute. Now, her page is banned. She thought she was getting away with the red flags in this video. They banned her. Oh, man. The fact that people be exposing themselves, and once it backfires, they want to act like the victim. She really had the nerve to have on a plastic. And this is the thing. I seen another TikTok of hers. She wears a plastic, you know what, Johnson, shall I say, around these kids or whatever. I didn't know that, but this is why I love when people expose themselves to the internet. This is pure pedo vibes. Yes, there was a lot of red flags in the video, and they hiring anybody. Well, it might be because there's a teacher shortage and don't nobody want to work. They said she gonna learn and got the disrespect. I don't know what that means. Her IG is him in case anybody wants to know. That weak outfit, you know, there's a lot of red flags in the video. I just mean tons of red flags, just flashing. Let's get into her apology video.
A few moments later.
You guys may know I am the substitute that was recently fired from teaching because of my TikTok. As you guys may know, I am the substitute that was recently fired from teaching because of my TikTok. It's honestly so sad how sick the world is that you guys automatically mischaracterize me fully without further context.
I'm not doing anything.
Oh my God!
Hold on. Whoa. That's not the apology video I was looking for. 1 second. Now, I did find a better one, but not the original one. Let's get into it.
That I am known, the kids knew me, they were supporters of mine.
I don't want to be that person, but to come on here and say that kids are your supporters and you post content like this, I don't think this is going to give off the vibe that you're intending it to.
I say take the kids were going to take me down. It means as the same way that supporters do anybody else that they support.
Hey, so that doesn't make
Take me down, that they're, so the way that supporters do anybody else that makes no sense at all.
sense in the slightest.
I do have a fan base. I do have supporters. I do have people that know me. Those kids already had knew me previously. But it was several kids coming up to me trying to see, am I that person? That's what I meant by take me down. All hassling me at once is what I meant.
I'm strongly against labeling someone as a predator when there really is no real proof to that matter, because that really can ruin people's lives. How I need y'all to start thinking very carefully before y'all come on here and speak, especially when you're defending yourself against those predatory allegations. Because for everyone on this app to be accusing you of being a predator and your response is to come back here and say that, oh, these kids are my supporters, that's my fan base, I'm famous to them, they finna take me down because they fangirling over me. That's weird. Me as a grown adult, if kids were fangirling over me, I would be so uncomfortable, because why are y'all that invested into me as an adult? And why are you okay with kids being so heavily supportive and invested into you and your content? Which
And get her from around the kids, keep her from around the kids, man. I'm actually a great person to have around your kids. You get what I'm saying? Great mentor. Head always been on straight, never been a loose screw. You get what I'm saying? Do not let the tattoos fool you. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all clearly mischaracterizing me. Young adult, went to college, played ball, active sport. He's always been A1. Like, what y'all saying don't fit me, baby. I see how it may come across, but I'm not that freaky to be sitting up talking about kids like that. Like, genuinely, like, it just sick. I'm not an over-sexualized person. Like, I don't even do that with adults. I'm not going to do that with kids, and let alone put that on my platforms. If my intentions were sick like that, why would I broadcast it across my page when I know I'm a content creator? That really don't make sense to me. It's like y'all think people don't make mistakes. I did not know, because why would I post it if I knew that I couldn't post kids? Regardless of the situation, my intentions were never bad, genuinely. Like, nothing inappropriate crossed my mind, like, at all. I'm not that type of person. Every day it's getting worse. Why are you guys constantly making this a thing if I've already got fired?
Now, if it's one thing that we do know, we know you are not supposed to be recording other children, posting it on your personal page, Snapchat and all that. So many teachers get fired for this stuff. I mean, we heard of the teacher babe. She's posting her content, being very, curvy. I'm not going to say revealing, but extremely curvy. Clearly a distraction. But hey, what can you do? I don't know if it's real, if it's not. If you got the BBL, then went to go to teach 4th and 5th graders, what you expect them to do? You're going to disrupt the class. It's just going to happen. But yes, I think you need to get consent. Imagine daycare workers posting other people's little kids on they stories and all that stuff. You got to get permission from the parents, and consent from the kids to be able to do this. You don't know if they really want that, that image of themselves going out to your people. Everybody who following you is so wrong. But here I do got a video. Check this out.
A hater, but I get so annoyed when I scroll on my TikTok on my For You page and I see a teacher recording while they're in class. Like, they're recording their students' voices while they are in class. I get that these videos are entertaining, they're funny, they're enjoyable, they always go viral, but they are so unethical. And I know I'm gonna have a ton of people in my comments like, buzzkill, prude, I don't know. I'm thinking about child safety. I'm thinking about FERPA laws. I mean, like, it's just so unethical for so many reasons. Like, first of all, violation of FERPA, it's not just showing student names and student faces, which the teachers who post student names and student faces on here are just like, are beyond me. But like, voices are included in that too. FERPA is any identifying feature of a student, and a voice is clearly an identifying feature. So if you have a student's voice like in the background of your video, that's an identifying feature of that student. So that is breaking FERPA. Did your student know you were recording them? Because like, I would be so upset if I was being recorded and I didn't know, even if it was all like in a...
And this is a really good point, because cops can't even record a kid without having their adult supervision or some type of consent in some way, shape, or form. So that's crazy. And just imagine if you worked in a restaurant, right? If you worked in a restaurant and next thing you know, you ended up find out you on somebody's TikTok, you know, and you going famous, you blowing up. You're like, hold on, that's me on there. You'd be like, yo, your people was recording while I was in your restaurant eating. Your people was recording when I was. You have to get consent to film people and post it. Now, filming people in public areas, you're fine with that. But to be at work representing a company and a brand or a school or anything, and you're recording somebody saying what you want to say, making it go, and then you got a following and you posting it without their permission, that's a big problem. Now, let's look at some comments over here, right? Oh, there's a attendance list, birthday chart, and class schedule behind them. Yeah, crazy. Some even say their student's name. Yep. I can tell you how many times I've wanted to because my kids are hilarious, but I would never. Yeah, you just got to fight the urge. Stop trying to go viral all the time. I had the same thought watching Miss Lattimore. Like, is this legal? Now, I don't know who Miss Lattimore is. Maybe we'll look her up, but it's like they never watched safe school videos. A teacher in my district got in huge trouble because the father figured out which class his daughter was in and took her home. At the end of the day, it was illegal for him to have access to the child. See, that's wild. Teacher here in the UK, we would be sacked if we did something like this. So as you can see, people who really understand this, they have a problem with it and they know that it's not cool. So I found Miss Lattimore. Let's see what type of content she posts.
Today's your math test. I looked at the questions, and honestly, a lot of y'all can get hundreds today. This is Miss Cox's class. This is y'all's class. They are whooping y'all's behind. Hopefully. No, because I already talked to Maddie. Yeah. Bye. Have a great day. Love you. Bye. Bye.
Can I stay in your class tomorrow?
You're staying in my class tomorrow after school, but not today. Bye. Y'all can come back.
So from what I'm seeing, she kind of just records herself while teaching, which I know it's like two sides of the coin. First, we can't say, hey, you shouldn't be doing this. You just need to focus on teaching the class. But then again, you would want to know what your kids, how your kids, who your teacher is, her personality, her style of teaching. You know, you would want a camera in the classroom to kind of see how your kids work from a parent standpoint. So, you know, I don't know if Miss Lattimore is crossing the line or blurring the line or anything like that, but it seems like she does. This is just what she do. She films herself a lot, and maybe sometimes her kids hop in it. And I'm sure that when her parents come pick them, hey, is it okay if I use your kid? Because, you know, like, I feel like she probably gets some consent because she's done this a lot. And I mean, she has a lot of views. So if anything was to happen with that, we would probably know already. But another example why you got to watch what you post on TikTok.
Y'all know I'm always on here making like funny TikToks. When I be like on breakout work and stuff, I be making TikToks. So the TikToks that I made just got me fired. They just fired my ass. So y'all be careful with posting TikToks, even if it's not your voice, even if you're not saying where you work at. You being in uniform and making certain TikToks with certain captions or anything can cause you to get fucking fired from your job at a clinic.
And like I said before, code of contact. Let's look at some of these comments. They telling you this in training literally happened to me. This is why I used to block everyone I work with. That's another thing. The people that be telling on you is the people you work with that you give attitude to that really don't like you. You might be taking their hours, or you're just better than them at their job. They will get you fired. Hey, follow you. Block them people from your TikToks, man. You don't need people from work. No, you don't need to follow me. I stopped doing that a long time ago. I'm not trying to follow nobody's social media from work. Everybody act like they cool until they ain't, because work is just supposed to be work. Yeah, business is not playing. HR and social media. We keep telling people that. You don't never know when you are exposing somebody's sensitive personal information. And then you might be in the back filming yourself and all that. Well, everybody knows now what the back looks like and what's in the back and what door maybe a robber think about coming through or this, that. You see what I'm saying? So you got to watch what you do. You don't post that stuff. We don't do that on company's time. Common sense. That's the problem. People can't separate the two. And she's sitting here confused. It's like, oh, well, they just fired me. Of course they did. Of course they did.
So TikTok got me fired, and I am officially about to show y'all the TikTok that got me fired. This was posted on the students page. Like, go back and get all the details on the previous videos. Disclaimer, I can dance. Like, prepare to be underwhelmed. We were not doing anything in this video. Hold on. Like, don't play with me. I used to get down with the get down. This is what you could have got. Hey, look at that sit down. I mean, tap, jazz, hip hop, ballet. I dance in the church.
Let's see the video.
I dance in the band. I dance. I'm gonna let my chicken nugget head cover up their name and stuff. But this is the video I got fired over. This is the TikTok. That's all. Making these videos got me all curious, because at one point in time I was still on their website, like on the school's website. So I went to the website the other day to see if my name was on there. Y'all, why do they have a whole new principal now? It's not even the same principal. She does not teach there anymore. I was so shocked, and I just really don't even know what to say, because
I got something to say, and I think it's because those parents might see that and they don't want their kids on TikTok. They probably don't allow them on TikTok. And when they go to school, this teacher allows them to do TikTok dances and end up on TikTok. They might think that they are too young. Everybody don't agree that their kids should be allowed to be on these social media sites, and maybe they protecting them from all this. Like, hold on, you don't get to do this at home? Well, hold on, I'm gonna teach you. Let's go. Let's do the dances and all that. No, it don't always work that way. Let's look at some comments. Teachers in Atlanta do this all the time. Yeah, and probably their parents allow them to do it all the time. In the midst of a teacher shortage, they had the nerve. That's it. They was mad you was on beat. You were fired for slightly moving your arms and all that. Sounds like she was on assignment. Now, maybe this does sound a little predatory, but at the same time, you got to get consent. You got to get consent. And at the same time, just teach the students. I don't remember us dancing with any of our teachers on video when I was growing up. Like, nobody. This just wasn't something that happened. This is a new day and age where you got to be careful about the type of things that you involve yourself in, especially when it comes to other people's students. This is a soft society. This is a butthurt society. They are not the tough and get it in. Like, no, things don't fly. Ain't no way that's the video. Really? You should have sued and all this. Yeah. Ain't no suing going on, because she knows she was wrong. That's why she's like, yo, I was fired. Let me show y'all the dance. And then you see her, I can show y'all I can dance. So it's just so much of teaching seeking. Just teach. Just do the job. If you can have fun, just do it on you. Talk about it out there. But if they allow you to do it, get permission. This is not a situation where you ask for forgiveness instead of permission. Always ask for permission. So that way you don't end up trying to apologize, backtrack, and get your job back. You would never lose in that situation. But yes, from the stud substitute, man, I think she just personally had it coming. I think that was a bad taste. And you're clout chasing too hard from literally shorty and take me down. And then you come on there and play the victim and say, take me down. Like, you know what I mean? They're fans of mine, and all your content is stud content, and you got a strap on and you in your drawers in your bathroom moving around doing all that. Like, that's what I'm saying. Some people, these lifestyle content creators, must really consider and separate the content, lifestyle stuff from their professional field. You know what I mean? Like, these kids already know me. They knew me and all that. They shouldn't know you. For the content that you do, these kids should not know you. You out here being freaky on the internet. Like, come on, stop it. You literally talk about you wear a fake strap on everywhere you go, and you talking about these kids as your fan. Got the nerve to call out other people who are questioning you and how you move and say, oh, we the weird ones. We got the sick mind. No, everybody. And just let's have fun. Let's just show one more.
The problem is some of y'all want attention more than y'all want a job. And that was the problem with the stud substitute teacher that got fired on her first day. She shouldn't have never been inside the classroom in the first place. She walked in there for validation and not education. And let's start with the obvious.
Bars.
Being told she looked like one of the students, that's not a compliment. That's them telling you, you don't look like you belong in front of a class. It wasn't hyping her up. That's them letting her know she looked out of place. And then why is she walking into a school full of kids with a big plastic chain on like you going to shoot a music video? Be serious. Was she there to teach or was she there to be seen? Because that's exactly what it seemed like. Somebody that was there just to be seen and not to make an impact. And then that shorty comment, let's address that. Because if you was talking about a kid that you were recording, you completely crossed the line. She recorded a child's body and then followed up with sheesh. That's not funny. That's not cute. That's disturbing. And then had the nerve to say, let me get out of here before these kids get me in trouble. Nah, you already in trouble the second you hit record. You don't play like that with other people's kids. That's not even poor judgment. That's disturbing. And then you just double down on a lunch break, feed up on the teachers that's making content, bragging about how students ain't gonna be doing nothing for real. That's crazy. She was in the building less than 8 hours and turned the whole classroom into a clout farm. And that's real crazy, because do you know how bad you gotta mess up to get fired as a sub on your first day? But her, she did so much wrong, it was like, yeah, get her out of here immediately. That's not normal. That's serious. And to be honest, they went easy on her, because a lot of places, that phone stunt that she pulled could have had her facing charges just from pressing record. But this shows how bad things are right now. The classroom is not for content. You see
And that man did not lie one bit. Not lie one bit. And I honestly think she was never coming back. She could have never posted that video. She was still gonna get fired from your appearance. And then you saying you letting them do it. Like, you're fired. You're out of here. After today, you're gone. It's like, hold on. We hired her. She probably came to the interview and did not have that chain on. Or whoever hired her, she did not have that chain on and act like that. She probably got dressed up nice and was real proper. Then she gonna come and show up to work looking like that. They was gonna fire her anyway. I promise you. I promise you she was not going to be there after that. Now I say, let's hear it from both sides. Let's listen from a stud's point of view.
Substitute teacher get fired on her first day.
Yeah. We got a new hustle unlocked. I'm a school teacher now. Little breakfast. Let's get the day rolling.
First off, she said breakfast was Skittles. What the? Hold on, wait. Before we go, I got to check this breakfast out. All right, she got an apple, Gatorade, Lunchable, Zatarain's. What is that, rice and Skittles?
Breakfast. Let's get the day rolling.
As I'm watching the video, the shit was creepy. Like, I can't lie. Like, let's watch this specific comment that she said.
Damn, shorty. Sheesh. Man, I gotta get up out these schools.
Damn, shorty is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Like, if I was a parent and I went on social media and seen a teacher recording my child saying, damn, shorty, I'ma flip out. No cap. I'ma be mad as hell. These are children we talking about. Then you got your feet on the table talk about you finna let the kids do whatever.
My kids ain't have to do too much, man. I really, to be honest, I let them do whatever they want to do. Yes, I'm that type of teacher.
First day.
Parents send a child to school to learn, to fill their head up with knowledge and the shit that they need to know. So if I get on social media and I see a teacher talking with their feet on the desk talking about they gonna let my child do whatever, I'm gonna be mad as hell. Then you talking about, they trying to take me down and through there. What? Like, bro, what?
He's trying to take me down, man. Then I look so young. I look like one of them.
I also seen a video.
And it was the follow-up color. Take me down. Dang, I look so young. I look like one of them. Why would they take you down? You immediately said why you said that afterwards, because you look so young and all that. You knew what you was talking about.
Her trying to explain herself, saying she ain't that type of person, which she probably not even on that, but whatever, what you just did, it's unacceptable. Period, point blank. Like, I can't give her no passes. And I can't.
Man, I love the fact that she is being honest and she ain't got no, you know what I mean? That's just honesty. That's coming from people. In every video I'm seeing, I can show you videos for an hour straight. They all feel the same way that she does about this situation. You cannot do this type of stuff, man. You cannot act this type of way. I'm sorry. It's wrong on every single level. Every single level. Nobody wants to send their kid to be like, hold on, this was y'all's teacher? Imagine if you had a little daughter who was acting, come on, man. I can see this going wrong in so many ways, so easily. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think about this video. YouTube think y'all gonna like this one or this one. Make sure y'all hit that follow button. My name Ronnie Beatty, and I will see y'all next time.